Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Rachel and I'm a huge Eurovision fan. Today I'm going to be making a quick video before the final starts tonight, just to show you what my final predictions for the results are going to be. So I'm going to start with my bottom 5, as you can see on the screen. I've basically put this all together to score everyone out of 10 based on what the bookies think, based on perceived televote appeal, perceived jury appeal, the vocals that I heard during the semi-finals, the song itself and the staging. And then of course a bonus thing I've put in there is the running order, my perception of how the running order is going to affect their positioning. So in 26th place we have Germany. Now between 26th and 25th I've got Germany and the UK. They both had quite a low score there, and Germany just about made last place due to its bookies score, as you can see here. I feel like the televote will save Jendrik slightly. I've given him a 5 there, but in terms of the rest of the scores, the juries are not going to like this. I've given it 1.2 for the juries. So, I mean, it's between UK and Germany in my opinion. Then, of course, you can see the next three, Albania, Netherlands and Moldova. I don't see these finishing any higher. The only one I can see potentially cracking into the mid-table is Moldova, but otherwise I don't think there's much hope for these entries. Unfortunately for Albania, they could have done better, but the running order has screwed them up in this position of death, which they have been given twice in a row now, and I'm hoping next time the producers of whoever's hosting will decide that Albania should not be given this spot. Then we're going to move on to my mid-table. So the next 5 entries, we have Azerbaijan in 21st, then Israel, Spain, Sweden and Norway. Sweden is quite low down in this case because I think the song is just quite bland. It still will do quite well with the juries, but the public vote and the running order is going to let this thing down. Tussa's vocals are okay. I gave him a 6.8. But to be honest, I don't think he's going to crack any higher than this. I will be shocked if he makes the top 10 now. Also, I want to note that Spain has made it above 20th, and I think he does deserve to finish here. His vocals are the best. The staging also looks beautiful in my opinion, with that gigantic moon and starry night effect that they've got going on. The running order is also quite good for Spain here because they're closing the first half of the semi-final. But to be honest, I don't think he's going to make it any higher than 19th, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does make the bottom 5 tonight. And the next couple of entries mid-table I've got here are Greece, Belgium, Serbia, Russia, Cyprus and Bulgaria. Now you might be slightly shocked that Cyprus, Bulgaria and Russia are so low down here, but I feel like the running order firstly has let these people down. Russia and Cyprus are so early on that it's just going to be forgotten about. They do have star power and they do have interesting staging concepts, but unfortunately being so early on, Cyprus opening the show and Russia being in 5th, it's just not going to help them out as much as they can. However, I do see a big televote score for Russia and quite a big score for Cyprus at the same time, followed by Serbia as well, that I've given them an 8 there for the televote. So yeah, overall I feel like they will still do well. They're not going to be disgraced. I also need to note Bulgaria. It is coming after Finland, and I feel like Finland will obliterate Bulgaria, unfortunately. Lithuania is also following Bulgaria, and I feel like it's just not going to be a good night for Victoria. She deserves to come higher than this, but to be honest, I don't think she's going to crack the top 10 now. I also want to note Belgium being in 15th. I think the juries will really give them quite a big score. It could be a shock, and they could be like North Macedonia 2019. Potentially not to the extent North Macedonia achieved, and I feel like their televote score is not going to be higher than 40 points, but at the same time I think they should be proud that they made it to the final. And now we've made it into my top 10. In 10th place we have Lithuania, in 9th place we have Portugal, 8th place San Marino, 7th place Finland and 6th place Iceland. So in this case these are all quite deserving, especially Portugal here, which I think will shock us on the night, and I feel like they are going to get a very good jury score. They may even crack the top 5 of the juries because their staging concept is very, very good. The vocals are really, really good. They stand out so much from everyone else. And I feel like a lot of the more older generation are going to show this one some love. Note San Marino in 8th, they could achieve their best result ever, and I think it's well deserved for Senhit, and Flow Rider really will help out that televote score as well. Iceland in 6th, I think they could do slightly better than this, but in my opinion, Iceland not being able to perform live may be slightly detrimental to them. They're still going to get a lot of televote score, in my opinion. So I'm happy with those, and we're now going to move on to my top 5. So here I'm going to show you in 5th place is Malta. Unfortunately, the running order is going to let Malta down this time, being so early on, but I don't think they're going to be disgraced in the televote. If they crack above 100 points in the televote, that is an achievement in itself, and they should be incredibly proud of themselves. Destiny is going to sing so well tonight. The staging looks great, and the juries will give this a lot of love. And in 4th place, Switzerland. Of course, his vocals are amazing. I did hear that he missed slightly his long high note at the end during the jury final, so maybe that might knock a couple of points for John's Tears, but overall, he's not going to be disgraced and he's going to score very well. 4th place, again for Switzerland, just like in 2019 with Luca Hani. I think it's perfect for them. And now we've come to my top 3. This is the key 3 songs now. In 3rd place, Ukraine. This is going to be a moment on stage. The electro folktronica song is just incredible. The televote will go bananas for this. I've given it a score of 10 in the televote. Staging concept, a 10 as well. It's so unique with the white bear trees and her dressed almost like an alabaster, but in a cool way. And I think, yeah, this is not going to be as low as maybe we initially thought it would be. We could be going to Ukraine next year. I'm not going to write that off, certainly, because if the juries like this, which they potentially might, especially those from Eastern Europe, and especially those juries who appreciate rave music, we could be going to Ukraine. In 2nd place, with 9.46 out of 10, France. So this one is very close. These are 2 very, very close songs here. 10 out of 10 for vocals, 10 out of 10 for staging. Running order is great for them, and 20th, I mean, that's a 9 out of 10 for me. Televote appeal is what's going to slightly let them down. They're not going to be disgraced in the televote for sure, but they may not finish in the top 3. This could win the jury vote, and I won't be surprised if it does. Unfortunately, the televoters, especially those who don't speak French, may not grasp onto the song as strongly. And of course, in 1st place, we have Italy with a score of 9.69, just a 0.2 difference between France. It's going to be so close, and I don't think we're going to have a runaway winner today. Italy's song is unique, it's special. I gave them a 10 for their song because it's just so well written. Great chords, great vocals, interesting lyrics. The staging is great because he interacts with every single member of the band as well. They all get a shining moment on stage, and that is fantastic. The bookies have predicted this to win. I'm not surprised. The televote may go quite big for this song as well. I reckon it will finish in the top 3 of the televote, and it's whether the juries, with a score of 9.3 out of 10 for jury appeal, are going to jump onto the bandwagon for Italy. It's crucial, guys, that Italy scores highly with the juries. Otherwise, we may be going to France instead. I'm happy with either 3 of these songs to win. And there we have it. That is my prediction for tonight. The question is a country going to crack above 300 points in the televote or the jury vote? We will find out. We haven't had a score that big since Netta in 2018, so it's going to be very interesting. Will the winner achieve above 500 points? I'm not sure. Duncan didn't do it. Mahmood was on his toes as well. Very close score between those 2. I reckon the winner will be in 400 points region. with a difference between first and second of potentially only 20 points. It's going to be TV gold tonight, and I'm so excited. But thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you later for my reaction to the televote results. Bye.